it's Minute11 and today we are doing Just Facts Part 3. If you haven't watched the previous 2 parts to this series, I will link the videos at the end. If you don't know what it is, it's a app that you can get on the Google Play Store, which gives you unique facts on different subjects from maths to babies to traditions. And we've been taking a look at the weird and wonderful inventions that are out there, from the strange to the just completely weird. We've looked at 2 different videos so far, and today we are going to do a 3rd. So you can join me now on an adventure into the weird and wonderful strange inventions that are out there. Some are helpful, some look really crazy. Some of these might help people with disabilities or people who are impaired, so no judging on certain items. If you want to comment down below which is your favourite item, please do so. If you have your own crazy, wacky ideas for strange inventions, you can also comment down below as well. So the first weird item I found today was a cutlery and tools together for those people who like dining in the workplace. So basically, this is a tool set where you have your knife, fork and your spoon, and then on the other side you will have your wrench, your spanners, and possibly even a screwdriver. And it's called wrenchware. So basically, wrench as in tool and ware as in for your tools. So I thought that was a really cool idea. Basically a multi-tool. So the next one I found is this giant wall. Will teach you to crawl through the mountains without fear of falling. Now, I beg to differ. To me, that wall looks immensely high. I mean, it's basically a climbing wall, but it's over a swimming pool. It looks horrendous to me. I don't like heights. I don't like climbing. It kind of puts everything that I hate. But obviously, if you were to fall, you're only going to land in the water, which I'm guessing is alright, but it does hurt falling in water from a great height as well. So the next item I found. So a weird item I found, if you're a smoker out there, and you really shouldn't be, it's bad for your health, but if you do like to smoke and it's raining, what do? Do you not have a fag? No, you have a fag umbrella. So this is a tiny parasol for your cigarettes, because who doesn't like smoking in the rain with a soggy cigarette? So the idea is you just attach this little parasol to the end of your cigarette and you just smoke away in the rain. You, on the other hand, will get soaking wet, but your little smoking buddy here will be totally dry. So the next item I found, a funny item I found, was this nose bubble bath dispenser. It looks really weird and gross. Look at that. That looks disgusting. And then it turns into soap. So this is a soap dish, but it's a nose, and if you put green bubbles in it, obviously it's going to come out looking like snot, which to me just seems a bit gross, but it is funny nonetheless. The next item I found was for babies, and my sister's having a baby boy soon, so maybe she could get this. Is the babies crawl on the floor? Why not combine the 2 with cleaning? And it's a baby grow which has these mops on. So all you do is when your baby starts to learn to crawl, he can mop your kitchen floor at the same time. I mean, who doesn't want the ability to mop and look after their child at the same time? You know, 2 birds, 1 stone. The next item I found is kid inspired again. If you find that your kid is just really slow at licking an ice cream and you end up having to lick it yourself and then give it back to them and you end up eating half their ice cream rather than them, then you need the special case for your ice cream, which will help you find untouched spots. So look, it's the ice cream cone. So basically you put your ice cream cone in this, and you can actually get motorized ones, which actually turn your ice cream. So as you lick it, it actually turns and spins. So if you're too lazy to lick your ice cream, then you can do it like this. These were also quite cool. These were salt and peppers in the form of batteries. You'll become an integral part of your kitchen. So these are batteries that are in the shape of salt and pepper. I don't know if that I would have ones like this. They do look kind of weird. But the thing here is the salt and pepper bit here, where the bar would be for the battery, is where the salt and pepper is, so that you can keep an eye when they run out. So it's kind of encasing two really cool themes at the same time, which is really cool. The next item I found, if you find that you have to beat your meat at any point, as in your steak or whatever, and you have to prime it, and you usually have a little meat hammer that you hit it with, what if you could do the job twice as quick but have it be more fun? Why not use the brass knuckle duster with the meat grinder bit at the bottom to tenderize your meat? So you could tenderize your meat with a knuckle duster. I mean, who wouldn't want to have a bad day, come home and start punching their meat with a set of knuckle dusters? So if you find that your child is nodding off and that your dinner just really isn't inspiring, what do? You buy a chin rest for your child. So if your child is sitting there having their dinner and they're starting to fall asleep, instead of their face planting into the bowl, which is generally what happened, and they're all over YouTube and they're funny, you have this chin guard. So if your child starts to fall asleep, they have a guard that basically looks like this, and as they fall forward and fall asleep, it would catch their chin, and they won't end up in their Rice Krispies or their Cocoa Pops or your spaghetti bolognese and have it all over their face. So the next item I found, which is really funny, is the Fall Asleep Anywhere pillow. Basically, you stick your head in it and you fall asleep anywhere. So you put your head in the bottom, and it also has room, has a hole each side for your hands, so you can sleep anywhere. It says this pillow will help you fall asleep even in the most uncomfortable places because your head is in a cushioned pillow. I mean, I don't think I've ever fallen asleep in a library before, but nevertheless, it's interesting. This one would do for my cat if I didn't have storage heaters, if I actually just had normal radiators. This says this suspension will allow your cat not to freeze in winter by sleeping next to your radiator. It's called the Jolly Molly Bamboo Radiator Bed. So it's basically two clips here and here that fit on your radiator with your cat in, and it basically sits next to the radiator so they can have a cozy, warm sleep. Because obviously you're in your toasty, warm bed. Some people don't like cats in their bed, which is fair enough. But it's cold. I mean, at the minute, it's currently -4 degrees outside. So it is pretty cold. So if you go to the toilet in the evening and you walk in the bathroom and for some reason you don't turn the light on, maybe it's a power cut or you're just too lazy. You go to the toilet and you're like, darn, I need some loo paper. I can't find it. So you're searching around. What do? You buy glow-in-the-dark toilet paper. Of course. Who would have thought glow-in-the-dark toilet paper would be a thing? You don't need a light. You don't need anything to help you in the dark. Just glow-in-the-dark toilet paper. So that would be a really cool idea. You're a bit sleepy. You're like, but you could just turn the light on. I mean, you could, I guess. So there's that idea. The next item is caps on pens in the form of cutlery in order to not take up too much space. So if you're a workaholic and you're like, I don't have time to go get a fork for my salad, what do? Well, you can use your pen as a fork, knife and spoon as well as a pen. So if you're a busy writer or author or student and you're like, I don't have time to eat or even get utensils, you can just eat with your fork on one pen and write with your spoon pen in the other. So that's kind of cool. It's also space saving as well, I guess, but you'd have to make sure you wash them, obviously, and being a student, maybe you're too lazy to do that as well. So if you can't find that your kid wants to eat, we obviously have the chin guard, stop them falling asleep, but what if they don't like eating? How could you make eating fun? You turn your knife, fork and spoon into a plane. I remember getting these for my boy. You feed your child with a knife, fork or spoon in a plane shape. I actually had some of them. Would you believe? They actually became a real thing, which is good, I believe. It's nice to have stuff that was actually designed actually become something. So this next item is interesting. It's a cushion with a notch for your hand which allows a dead hand and provides a good night's sleep. So for me, I actually sleep with my hand sometimes under my pillow. I don't know why, it just happens. But this is a pillow with a gap so that you can sleep with your head on the pillow, but instead of having your hand here, you could actually have your hand through the pillow. So instead of waking up in the morning and find that your arm is literally dead to the world, you could have a hole in your pillow. Like, how cool is that? And we'll do one more. So let me quickly find one that I haven't done, because obviously we've done quite a few now. We've done, like, this is the third video we've done. So this was a weird one. We'll finish on a weird one, and as you know, the weirder the better for me. This is when you're chopping, do you find that you accidentally nick the top of your finger sometimes? I do. I don't know about you, but when I'm cutting stuff, I have a tendency to scrape my fingers and I end up with lines all over them. Then what you need is the artificial hand to use while you're cutting. So you have the artificial hand here. And the idea is you hold the artificial hand on the chopping board from a safe distance down the hand, and then you chop. So if you're going to chop anyone's fingers off, those fingers aren't going to be yours. So it's an artificial hand here. Your hand goes back here holding sort of the palm wrist area. And then as you chop, if you're going to chop anyone's fingers off, as you can see, you will chop anyone's but yours, which is a brilliant idea. So what we will do is we will give one more item, and you have to tell me down below whether you would use it or not, or whether you think it's a hit or a miss. So you have to tell me if it's a hit and you think it's a brilliant idea, or if you think it's a miss, you can tell me down below that you don't like it. So this is the hit or miss item. I could eat a horse. This form will allow you to cook pasta in different shapes. So this is a kid pasta, this is a mummy pasta, this is the daddy pasta, and this is the horse pasta, or for the greedy people out there. So basically you get your pasta, you put it in the shape, and that is how much pasta you should be eating, whether you're a child, an adult, or apparently you feed pasta to a horse. So you can put a thumbs up if you think this product is a hit and they think that it's great, or you can put a thumbs down if you think it's useless, that no one should be using it and it's just a waste of time. If you love this video, please like and subscribe. I'm trying out new videos, so you'll have to give me a thumbs up if you like it so I know, or you can give me a thumbs down if you want. It's entirely up to you. I don't really mind. I do these videos for fun. I think they're interesting and informative, and eventually we are going to try some other ones on there, just facts, but at the minute I am loving the mystery, strange items. I think it's really cool that some of these things have possibly been made as well, which is even cooler. If you want to like, subscribe to my channel, please do so. And I'll see you very soon for another Just Facts video. Take care and thanks for watching. Bye.